Hey y'all, how you all doing today? It's a beautiful Wednesday. I found a new trail out here, so I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and take the drone with me. Let me go outside. It's hot, but there's a lot of poofy or puffy clouds out there, so it's not that bad. Let's go for a little walk, go for a little hike. And so while I was walking on this trail, I basically was talking to myself and just thinking, out loud, I guess. Sometimes I know, and I can be talking to myself and I'm talking to you all. Maybe you all have been through this experience before. But I know sometimes when you see a new path and you think that it might be okay to try, I know it's hard to not go for it because maybe you're hesitant, you're not sure, or you're afraid of the unsure, or maybe you don't know what's gonna happen or what the outcome's gonna be. Sometimes you just have to, oops, slipped over a rock. Sometimes you just literally have to go for it, man. Sometimes you might not know where exactly you're going, but your goal is still right there. You can go out there and attack it. No matter what anybody says or anyone tries to tell you, your goal is your goal. Make it your own. Your life is your life, dude. You make your life your own as well. You can't follow behind the Mrs. and Mr. Jones or whatever. You make your own life. Do your own thing. And shoot, sometimes if you don't see a path, you need to create your own path. Just start making a new path or like a new trail. The way I see it, there's different ways to get to the Rio Grande. Right? You can go by bus, by bike. You can walk there, or like how I do it, you can go kind of off course, more I guess adventurous and more wildlife. But the end goal is that you're gonna get there. So it doesn't matter what journey you're taking. It doesn't matter what journey I'm taking to pursue. The end goal is still the same. That goal will be accomplished and that goal will continue. Always have that end goal in mind whenever you're trying to attack something, whenever you're trying to fulfill whatever it is that you want to fulfill. That end goal. What is it that's making you dig deep to get up in the morning? Is it your family? Whatever it is, just go for it. Sometimes, I know before I was doing this whole nature and outdoor, just saw a snake skin. Like a shedding of a snake skin. Going back to what I was saying, before I really started this outdoor stuff here in Laredo, Texas, I didn't really see the true value of Laredo, to be honest. Adventure-wise, outdoor-wise, I always thought there was nothing to do in Laredo. But I finally freaking looked outside one day and said, you know what? F it. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to just put on my hiking boots, put on my backpack, attach my drone to it, and just go outside and start walking. I'm talking about walking in the wild, walking in the monte. See what I can find. And I was lucky I hit the freaking jackpot the first time. Saw the goddamn Rio Grande up close and personal. There's something about the water, though, to be honest with you. Scientifically speaking, water is life. But personally, I feel like water is more than life. Water shows you, and it kind of gives us an example that, hey, no matter what rock, no matter what type of metal or anything that's in front of it, it's going to continue to just push, or punch through whatever obstacle is in. That's why they call it weathering. you're going to go ahead and push through whatever's in front of you. Whatever your end goal is gravity's pulling the water downward. Correct? To the equator, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's going to keep going. That water's going to friggin' flow. That fire and that example that I'm using is something that I want to be sparked, not only in my life, but in your life. The fire to keep freaking pushing, the fire to keep going, the fire to just do your best, and just whatever obstacle comes in your way, you push through, you dig deep, and you push through, and you go for that thing. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with falling down sometimes, ain't nothing wrong with tripping. You can be fine. You get your head back up in the game, and you just keep going, man. Okay, so now I came to a intersection. I'm not sure which way to go, but I think I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna have to mark the road, maybe with the T. I'm gonna put a plus sign on the road. I say road, but it's like a dirt road, and there's a lot of bike trails. So this is the, I think this is the La Bota Ranch bike trail. Not sure, but I see a lot of bike trails where I'm at right now. It's like a little four-way intersection. I can see the Rio Grande. Question is, how do I get to it? How do I get to it? I think I might have to take my drone up for a flight just to see how close I can see the water from here, but I need to see if there's a drop or something. But so going back to what I was saying. What I'm starting to find out in life is that the more risk you take, the more happier you'll be with the outcome. You know, take for me, for granted. Before I was thinking that working and not really putting my passion and my hobby at work was going to be beneficial for me. Meaning I was willing to sacrifice whatever my hobby is, whatever it is that I like to do, my passion. You know, going outdoors, being on the water, being next to the water, swimming in the water, whatever it is. I thought it was kind of stupid of me to have those type of hobbies or passion, you know. Because, you know, I'm a man, I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm not thinking about myself. I'm not thinking that, you know, what can make me happy. I'm thinking, okay, well, what it is that I have to do to make my family happy. But I learned this from my wife and mentors and listening to Gary Vee and everyone else. Your family's going to be happy, or your family's not going to be happy, and some of them are going to be happy. That part doesn't really matter, how they feel. The only part that really matters is basically how you feel. What makes you happy? Do what makes you happy is basically what I'm saying. Do what makes your soul happy. Do what freaking makes you want to wake up in the morning every day. Whatever it is that you want to do that. Sometimes it might take freaking 2 years. It might take 6 years or 2 weeks or maybe 5 days or 2 months to find your passion. But if you don't go for it, it's going to take forever for you to find your passion. So now, before I found this, and I always knew it was like the water or being outdoors or something, I just wasn't 100% sure. So I said, let me try it out, see how I feel about it. And I'm really happy that I did, because I'm really happy with the outcome that I've received from it and how it's really made me feel, which is really happy. So